Hi guys, it's Jay again from Ayaba's Wind. I am back to do your March 2021 Tarot Odu Pisces reading. I hope all has been well. I'm going to be following this with your Love Tarot pop-up reading for the month of March. This reading is going to cover the next several weeks to next several months. These are just kind of words of advice, things to watch out for. Okay, keep in mind the Pisces collective is huge, and each one of you have your own unique placements in your astrological chart. Okay, the information that you receive from this reading could be pertaining to you or pertaining to people who are very close to you within your circle, okay? And the energies can last for several days, several weeks, or several months, okay? So, and this is based on my spiritual tradition, Odu, which is basically the doctrine that helps us to stay aligned with fulfilling our destinies in the most positive way possible. So it helps to alert us of things. Okay, and so this information is going to come in the form of sayings or quotes or whatever. Okay, so Spirit is talking about the needle knows what it sews, the thimble knows what it pushes. Okay, so basically you have to continue to be aware of your surroundings, okay? Be aware of the people that you're around. Be totally clued in to what it is you're about to embark in, okay? Spirit is talking about you are very spiritual. You are highly, highly spiritual, okay? And it will be to your benefit, to your advantage, in order to move through this world successfully, for you to enter into a spiritual tradition that speaks to you, that speaks to your spirit. Don't just do it because other people are doing it or maybe because you were raised in a particular tradition. Do it because it speaks to your soul. Okay, Spirit is saying that you will get many benefits from that. Um, and Spirit is talking about your house, okay? Sort of like this feng shui energy. Spirit is wanting you to change your furniture around in your house, okay? Put up a different decor. Instead of all black or blue, put up white or yellow or turquoise, okay? Change the furniture around, open things up a bit, because Spirit is saying that the energy can be a bit stagnant in your home or where you're at, okay? Spirit is saying that you would benefit from throwing a nice party with some music, nice things, pretty things, flowers, sweets, things of that nature. As long as you're safe and you feel safe, regarding this whole COVID piece. Spirit is saying that you need to change the energy up in your home, okay? Because there's something that is stagnant. There's something that's sitting. Okay, it may look very nice. I'm not saying your home is dirty or dark or dingy, but Spirit is saying that there is something that is sitting. There's like maybe a heaviness, and that you need to switch it up. You need to break that heaviness, okay? Um, Spirit is talking about there has been brujeria or witchcraft that has been thrown. Okay, someone is doing some kind of work. I don't know if they're going online or, if they just have thoughts that are very like pervasive, uh, that they're trying to bring something to you that is not yours. This is what Spirit is saying, okay? Spirit is saying, you may have luck with numbers. You may have luck with numbers and money coming to you. You can play the lottery. Don't play your whole car payment or your kids' tuition, your mortgage. No, put a couple of dollars. Try and see if you can play it consistently. You could do Mega Million, Powerball, pick three, pick four, whatever it is. But Spirit is saying that there's money and wealth that's coming to you. Spirit is talking about there is a gypsy, a diviner, a fortune teller that walks with you that wants attention. Okay, they're trying to get your attention. You can set them up. You can light a white candle or a red candle. Okay, you can get some oracle cards. Get an oracle deck of your choice, even if you don't know how to read cards or you don't read cards, all right? Get some cards with a message on it, okay? You can order from Etsy. Amazon's okay, but I like Etsy because Etsy is more diverse as far as options, okay? And so you're going to take these cards when you light the white candle, and you're going to see that the cards start flying out, okay? So, when the cards fly out, this is an indication that the spirit is talking to you and they're giving you messages, okay? This is how spirit is going to talk to you, because this diviner is wanting attention, and the diviner is coming through your reading and saying, hey, hello, I'm here to help you. You're not using me to your benefit. Okay, get some cards. Let's talk. Okay, the card that jumped out for you is chakra clearing. So you may want to do a chakra clearing, and I have that activity that I'll post in the description. Okay, and it's a quick 8-minute activity, and it gives you the sounds. Each chakra, we're focusing on the 7 chakras. Okay, each chakra has a sound that activates the kundalini, and it helps the kundalini rise from the base of your spine, and it helps it travel upward to illumination, spiritual illumination at the top of the crown chakra. Okay, it's words like lam, ram, vam, ham, yam, om. Okay, and you're going to be saying these words for the chakra clearing. Spirit is talking about, you got to watch for viruses and sicknesses, in your body, and especially in your blood. Okay. It's to your benefit to go get a checkup, go get a blood panel done, get your blood tested. Okay. They'll test your blood sugar, the sodium in your blood, all kinds of things, vitamins. All right. But also check your blood for HIV, and anything else. Okay. Because spirit is saying that, if there's something that is in your blood that's running through your blood, it could be something that is triggered or passed down genetically through the DNA from generation to generation. Maybe diabetes. There could be an onset of diabetes, of hypertension, of something that could be triggered or activated. That's one thing. The other thing is that, you have to be careful of contracting things that can enter into the blood. Okay. So please watch your sexual relations, with others, especially if you are unprotected. All right. This leads me to the feminines who are watching this. Okay. Spirit is saying that, you got to be careful of choosing men that are going to run through you. Okay. They'll use you for sex. Okay. They may even leave you with a baby and be off to the next chick or the next feminine. Okay. Whether you're same sex or, hetero. All right. But spirit is saying you got to watch it. Spirit is talking about, you are very, very clairvoyant. Okay. And for many of you, you are not nearly scratching the surface of your spiritual abilities. You can certainly do what I'm doing. This is what spirit is saying. And if you were in my tradition, you would have to be initiated into my tradition, not at the novice level, but at the highest level of priesthood. Okay. So, and some of you feel it, like my head is tingling. Some of you know it. Okay. And so I know that this world, this earthly plane, this dimension, can be very alluring. Okay. And it can be a trap in and of itself. Okay. We're talking about traps. It can be a trap in and of itself. Okay. You can fall into this whole Instagram trap of watching what everyone's doing and trying to compare yourself and trying to up the next person, spend up all your money on all these exotic vacations and all this when you really don't have it. Okay. That in and of itself is a trap. You got to be very careful. Okay. Spirit is talking about, there's something with a troubled pregnancy. So, if you are subject to having multiple miscarriages or having a difficult time carrying, Spirit is saying you got to pray and meditate for a safe delivery. Okay. You can use the mantras that I have in my playlist for protection. There's a Durga mantra. It goes Om Doom Durga Ye Namaha. Om Doom Durga Ye Namaha. Wonderful protection mantra. There's another one, Om Ayudaye Namaha. Om Ayudaye Namaha. Okay, you're going to do those protection mantras. Okay, this is a mala. Okay, you can go online, get a mala. They range anywhere from like $10 to $200, $300. This is on the higher end because they're real stones, real crystals. This is lapis lazuli. Okay, and so, you know, there's 108 beads on here. This is about an 8 millimeter size bead. I like them chunky. And then also in between the beads, they're knotted. All right, so when you do your mantras, a round of mantras will take about 8 to 10 minutes, okay, depending on like a normal speed. All right, you're going to start your mantra on the first bead after the tassel. And each bead, you're going to say the mantra. So it's like if you're doing the protection, the Durga protection mantra, it's Om Dum Durga Ye Namaha. Om Dum Durga Ye Namaha. Om Dum Durga Ye Namaha. And you're going to do the whole round, okay, till you get to the other end. You can do this in the morning and at night, okay, or any time of day, all right? It's very important that you start indulging and engaging in these protection mantras, and there's a ton of them. They're very easy to pronounce, and don't be intimidated. It's in another language, but guys, if you can remember songs that are playing on the radio or on you know, whatever it is that you listen to, okay, Spotify, whatever it is, Pandora, you can darn sure remember some mantras. All right. Spirit is talking about, and with this pregnancy, don't tell anyone you're pregnant. Don't broadcast it on Instagram or Facebook that you're pregnant. If you can hold your pregnancy secret until you deliver, Spirit is saying do that, because there's people that don't wish you well. All right. Spirit is talking about, for those people that have a father that is deceased, okay, that's crossed over into the ancestor realm. Okay, Spirit is saying that this father energy wants you to light a candle for them. They want you to light a candle and say a prayer for this father energy. You can light the candle and say, light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Jack Johnson. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Jack Johnson. Light, peace, and progress to the spirit of Jack Johnson. Whoever that is, okay? You're going to call their name 3 times, and then you're going to say, you know, listen, Dad, you know, we may not have had the best relationship. My right eye is jumping. So this is pertaining to someone, okay? We may not have had the best relationship, you know, but I'm dedicating this candle to you. I'm giving these prayers. I pray that you will protect me and my family here in this earthly plane. Watch over us. Boom, boom, boom. After you say your prayers, you're going to knock 3 times. Okay, because this father energy wants acknowledgement. It could be that there could be a father that's crossing over or just recently crossed over, okay, and wants acknowledgement. Spirit is talking about, like, if you have children, and this is only if you have children, but Spirit is saying if you have children, do not force your ways on your children. Okay, your children are here. They have a spiritual guides and protections that are guiding them. Okay, you are cultivating the talents and the gifts that they have come to this world with, that the God force has blessed them with. Okay, and it could be you know, ruling in, ruling out. So you know, you enroll your kid in music lessons for piano, and the kid doesn't do well in piano. So then, okay, you put the kid in guitar. Kid's not good at guitar. Then you put the kid in drumming, and all of a sudden, it's like the whole world opens up. Oh my God, this kid is like a pro. Where did this come from? Okay, this is ancestral things that are manifesting and reinventing themselves through your ancestral line. So Spirit is saying, you know, allow your children to blossom and bloom without you being overbearing. Not to say not disciplining your child and rearing your child, but you know, allow their talents to blossom. Okay. You know, even if you have plans for them to be a doctor or a lawyer, if they're highly athletic, let them play those sports. They could get a scholarship that will help them do the things they need to do in athleticism. Okay. So, Spirit is saying you can read cards. And so yet again, you guys got to get those cards. You set up your red candle or your white candle, put down a cool glass of water, and start shuffling those cards and let the cards jump. Okay, Spirit is saying that you have the ability to read cards. Spirit is talking about you connecting with the park, being in greenery, in the woods, and being in nature is good for you. It's going to calm you, okay? Um, and yet again, Spirit is talking about, watch for illness that runs in the family, okay? You got to watch for um, things that are passed on through the blood, through genetics, okay? And that, again, is like addictions, not addictions, but, well, some addictive behaviors can be passed on, but, alcoholism, um, maybe some kind of mental illness, like schizophrenia, which I know runs in family lines, and things of that nature. Okay. Spirit is talking about, you need to set up your ancestors. Okay. And if you're in a living situation where people are ultra Christian, ultra religious, and they get real funny with the whole ancestral thing. Okay. Just get a bouquet of flowers, put it in a vase, and knock 3 times. Dedicate it to them. Say, listen, ancestors, wherever you are, my living situation, but I'm dedicating these flowers to you. I'm giving you acknowledgement. I'm saying thank you. Help me to do the things I need to do. Help me to get a new place. Help me to, get a better paying job, all of these things. And after you say prayers, you're going to knock 3 times. Okay. Setting up your ancestor shrine, ideally, the glass of water, the candle, bouquet of flowers. You could put down, fresh fruits, cakes, candies, bottles of liquor, can of beer, all of those things. And that's how you start to set up your ancestor altar. You should go to your ancestors at least once a day before you put your foot out the door. Ask them to protect you and guide you and that kind of thing. Okay. Spirit is saying that you got to watch with bragging, because Spirit is saying bragging for you is going to bring envy. And with envy, that's where the people are going to start throwing stuff. Okay. These people are always minding what's going on in other people's gardens, but they're not tending to their own garden. Okay. So Spirit is saying, right now, you got to watch. Even if you get that brand new Maserati or that Benz or whatever it is, Spirit is like, don't broadcast it. Okay. For you, pumpkins are a no-no at this time. For the next several weeks, several months even, I would say several weeks. Okay, no pumpkin lattes, no pumpkin pies, no pumpkin seeds, no pumpkin, nothing. Okay, pumpkins are very sacred. And so for you, pumpkins are going to be cherished. Now, that means no eating pumpkins, okay? But you can get a pumpkin and have it in your house, and that pumpkin will represent the wealth that is coming to you, okay? It will pull the wealth. Okay, so you bring that pumpkin in, you set your intentions on the pumpkin. Okay, you can light a yellow candle or an orange candle. Okay, don't leave that candle unattended because people are throwing stuff at you. Okay, and you can put that candle, if it's a 7-day candle, just put it in a bowl of water so the glass doesn't get too hot and crack. All right. You can keep that pumpkin until it goes bad. Once the pumpkin goes bad, you can put the pumpkin in the backyard and put it near some soil, and hopefully the seeds will catch root and you will grow more pumpkins, which represent wealth. Okay, because back in the day, if you had pumpkins, you had food, you had wealth. It was prasada. Okay. So also too, Spirit is talking about, you got to be careful of you have to be careful of, getting tattoos at this time. If you're going to a tattoo parlor, you got to definitely vet the tattoo parlor, make sure that they're, putting brand new needles and brand new ink, and that they're highly sanitized, okay, and sanitary, okay? Anything that deals with blood and needles, be careful of getting needles. Don't share needles with anything. Please be very careful, okay? Spirit is talking about, stretching your feet to the end, but not letting them fall off. So Spirit could be talking about, risk-taking behaviors with you, okay? You got to be careful of taking risks, okay? You may have a curiosity about certain things or about certain people, but Spirit is saying that these risky behaviors or thoughts can put you at risk for getting harmed, okay? Spirit is talking about you got to watch for an incubus or a succubus who can visit you at night or visit you when you're sleeping. Okay. And I did a write up on incubuses and succubi and incubi on the I think it's the community section, the discussion section of my channel. Okay. And so, these are energies, very sexual in nature, low vibration energies that try and enslave you through sex. Okay. Through, inhabiting your body, fondling your body, holding you down, making it such that you can't move. You may not be able to speak while you're sleeping or while you're laying in bed. It's, some people call it sleep paralysis, but really it's spiritual in nature. Okay. And so, Spirit is saying that you can get like a red string, a red ribbon, or a red piece of fabric and make kind of like a loose belt around your waist, and you can sleep with that to see if that helps. Okay. Also, you can put a glass of water, a clear glass of water, cold water, next to your bed. When you go to sleep, you could put it at your head or at your foot or under your bed as you sleep. And then when you wake up in the morning, you can throw that water in the toilet. If there are bubbles in there, more than likely the water has captured a spirit that has been taunting you. Okay. Spirit is talking about, if someone has crossed over, Spirit is saying for you, it is not good for you to cry over the dead. Okay. Yes, there's mourning. That is a natural course of someone crossing over. You're going to miss that person. But what Spirit is saying is that you could cry for this person so much that this spirit will come and take you out of your pain and misery and pull you to the other side. Okay? Pull you into the spiritual dimension. So Spirit is saying you need to temper that. Okay? You could do a little crying, but you are blessed with life. You are blessed with more time on this planet. And so if you cry so much, that is almost going to be like a slap in the face to the divine, that you don't want to be here anymore and you want out. Okay? Spirit is talking about, you have to watch for being abandoned by friends. Okay? Spirit is saying that don't rely so heavily on friends, because there could be people who abandon you, and it could surprise you, it could shock you. Okay. Spirit is telling you to watch while you're walking on stairs, watching around stairs or stairwells. Okay, just watch the energy around stairs. Could be a possibility of you falling, slipping, of someone robbing you on the stairs, around the stairs. Be very careful. Dark stairwells. Watch for anything around your mouth as it relates to blood. If you're spitting up blood or there's blood around, you definitely have to go get that checked out. Okay. That could be a manifestation of some dark energy that someone has thrown on you, or there could be something other than that manifesting in your body. Okay. Spirit is talking about, again, something with like sex magic. It's someone trying to work you sexually. Okay. They could be, and I'm hearing like very vixenish. They may want almost be like, a nympho. Like they may want to have sex with you morning, noon, and night. They just, every solution to the problem is sex. Let's have sex. Okay. And in doing that, in the exchange of, bodily fluids and all of these things, the sweat and everything, they could be working you. Okay. So it's like this unspoken battle. Okay. And they know damn well what they're doing, but you may not know what they're doing. Okay. And men can do this and women can do this as well. All right. So Spirit is talking about, you got to watch for having people up in your house, because what Spirit is saying, that there could be someone that comes up in your house that tries to take something. Okay. It could be as small as, I don't know, a roll of toilet paper. You know what I'm saying? But Spirit is saying that someone could steal from you. Okay, and you got to watch them. So watch putting things in your bathroom. You know, you should have a bathroom for guests. You have people over, hide your toothbrushes, hide your hairbrushes and all that. Okay, because you know, people could be real nosy and scandalous, all right? Um, you got to reach for what you want. You know, it's not just going to come to you on a silver platter. You have to reach out. Once you reach out, you know, Spirit's going to help you to get over the fence. It's going to help you to get over the hump. But you got to take the initial steps, and Spirit will open up the way for you. All right. The Spirit's talking about you could talk to the dead. Okay. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong and dark and scary about talking to the dead. Okay. The dead just don't have a physical body to occupy. Okay. They don't have they don't have that was the corporeal um, um, vehicle. Okay, they're ethereal. Okay, they're in the spirit realm. All right, so it's not to be scared. Are to be concerned if you are using Ouija boards and things of that nature, or in a way in that you are conjuring spirits, that you are not setting forth the right prayers, that you don't know what spirits are entering in. You're opening up the doorway to, okay? And therein lies the problem with Ouija boards. People think it's all cute, but in the meantime, you could be opening up a portal for a whole bunch of demons to be coming in, okay? Um, if you are a man energy, a man or a masculine energy watching this, you got to be careful of someone trying to steal your wife or stealing your woman, okay? Because there could be someone that's trying to push up on her. All right. If you are in my tradition, okay, if you are, you know, in Lukumi or the Yoruba or Ifa, you know, it is Spirit is saying that you need to be wearing your spiritual beads, your blessed beads, and your spiritual artifacts more often. Okay, Spirit is talking about you got to be careful of losing work, losing a job, of being misplaced, of being booted out. Okay, and so just keep your eyes on this because betrayal is coming. Someone could betray you at work. Someone that you confide in, someone that you talk to could betray you, or someone that you are helping with, they could get the position that is really meant for you. All right. Spirit is talking about there is a woman or feminine energy that's around you that is very jealous of you. So you got to watch your back. Also, too, you know, this it talks about pregnancy in the street. Okay, so if you are a feminine watching this, okay, and if you're a man watching this too, you got to be careful of pregnancy in the street. Meaning, you got to be careful of, you know, being in a serious relationship with someone, but then hooking up with someone else and getting them pregnant. Okay, that you're not in a committed relationship with. This is what Spirit is saying because, you know, there could be pregnancy out of wedlock here. It could bring scandal and it could bring drama to your life. Okay, you know, Spirit is talking about someone may have leg issues, something wrong with the knee, something wrong with like the hip joint, the ankle, the shins. So if there is a pain in the legs, Spirit is saying that this is as a result of someone throwing some kind of brujeria or witchcraft, okay? Especially if it comes out of the blue. Spirit is saying you got to be very careful of swimming in the ocean at this time, okay? At least for the next several weeks. Your blessings are coming from the ocean. Okay, Maferifu Yamaya. Yamaya is the feminine aspect of God that owns all of the oceans of the world. Yamaya is the mother of all their mothers. She's the mother of all the motherless children. She's the mother of the world. She's the mother of wealth and prosperity and of children. Her energy is really big with you and she's speaking to you, okay? And so if you go on vacation and you enter into those beach waters, don't walk forward, walk to the side, okay? Because you don't own that ocean water. She owns that ocean water. She is the ocean. And so when you enter into that water, you got to show respect to her and say, I'll go, Yamaya. I'll go. If you don't want to call her Yamaya, say, thank you, God. I acknowledge you. Your energy is so vast and so profound. I give thanks to you and I am humble before you, okay? Before you enter that water. All right. So, you know, Spirit is saying you just got to be very careful with things. Spirit is talking about a curse. Someone at some point has thrown a curse on you. They've cursed you. There's a curse somewhere. Okay. So, Spirit is saying that, sometimes you have the potential to be very stubborn, okay, and not listen to advice, okay? Once you click this video, you can't claim you don't know or you didn't know. Okay, there's a saying, he who knows dies differently than he who does not know. Okay, and there's variations of that saying. But now you are privy to the information and now you are responsible and you are accountable. You're being held accountable for that information. So you can't move about the world like you were doing before, because Spirit is saying, look, here it is on the table, what you're going to do with it. Okay. Spirit is talking about if you have children in the house, one of those children may become sick. So just, be mindful and watchful of them. If the child says, oh, my belly hurts, be mindful of that. They could say their belly hurts, but maybe it's their chest. Maybe they could have the beginnings of an asthma attack or bronchitis or pneumonia or some kind of complication as it relates to COVID. I don't know. But Spirit is saying you got to be mindful of them. With the females who are watching this, Spirit is talking about menstrual problems, menstrual challenges. Okay. So, definitely get that checked out. Okay. Also, get a pap smear done. Spirit is talking about don't become involved in other people's affairs and gossip. Okay. If you got a girlfriend or, a homeboy that's coming to you complaining about their wife this, their wife that, the husband won't do this and this and that. Don't become involved, because the moment you say something or do something, these people are going to throw you right up in the middle of it. And then you're going to have someone who's gunning for you. Okay. And throwing unnecessary negativity on you, trying to make your life a living hell. All right. Spirit is saying that if you are sick, and this could have happened to you in the past, this sickness can put you in bed for a while. Okay. You could get really sick. So Spirit is just saying, keep your spidey senses open and continue to pray. With this energy that's around you, you got to be praying from before you put your foot out the bed. Okay. Before you put your foot on the floor, you got to be praying. Thank you, God, for waking me up. Thank you, Most High. May you bless every breath and every step that I take in this world. Put your foot on the floor, go to the shower. Thank you, Divine, for this water that cleanses my body. Cleanse me of all negative energy. Refresh me, uplift me. Boom. That's a prayer. That's it. Get out the shower, go to the car. Thank you, God, for blessing me with this vehicle to get around from point A to B. Keep me safe in this car. Keep my family safe in this car. Okay? You got to be praying around the clock, because someone has working something. Okay? And so your prayer and the mantras that you do, the meditations, the spiritual baths are going to raise your vibration the highest, so that you cannot be affected by all this negative energy that's being thrown. Okay. Spirit is talking about, if you can try to move or change your living situation, it would be a benefit to you. Okay. But don't do it if it's going to put you in a deficit. All right. Spirit is talking about your head. Some of you that may be watching this may feel like you want to lose your head, or that you could lose your head or lose your mind. You feel like you're going crazy. There could be a lot of anxiety building up, and Spirit is saying you got to do a lot of white baths. At this time, if you are feeling this way, and this is not going to pertain to everybody, but if you are feeling this way, you better be dressing in a hell of a lot of white. Okay. H&M has white, Fashion Nova, Pretty Little Things. Look, white is hot right now. Okay, white is hot. So you got to be basically bathing in white, sleeping in white, dressing in white, having white on your head, especially if you feel like you're losing your mind. White hats, white scarves, whatever it is. Get some fresh, pure, organic coconut water. Wash your head with coconut water from time to time. coconut milk on your head from time to time, cocoa butter on the top of your head, shea butter on the top of your head. You got to take care of your head because someone is gunning for you. Spiritually, there's a spiritual je ne sais quoi thing that's going on, okay? Spirit is talking about, for some of you may not be sleeping well. And it may be causing more instability as far as being on edge with you, maybe being irritable, being edgy, okay? And it may drive some people to feeling suicidal out of frustration. Okay, and so we know that suicide is not an option. You know, there you can always call the hotline. I'm putting that in the description below. But you got to start to remedy your situation. Okay, you can get spiritual readings to help you to be moving forward. Do your prayers, your meditations, your spiritual baths, and you're going to be all right. All right. And Spirit is talking about, you know, you may receive news of a death. You may receive news of someone crossing over. So, you know, just wrap your head around that, all right, if they haven't done so already. Spirit is talking about, again, you got to mind your business. Don't get involved in your brother or sister's drama with their relationship, okay? Because Spirit is saying you could get involved and you could lose your eyesight, okay? This is not a joke, not a game. They say in the description, I got to put this for entertainment purposes only, okay? However, I am strongly suggesting that you stay out of people's affairs because there could be a fight that ensues and someone could poke your eye out or you could fall on something sharp, okay? Spirit is talking about you may hear news of a pregnancy. You may find out you're pregnant. You may have gotten someone pregnant. There could be news of a pregnancy, okay? It's something, again, with like cramping and pain and either the leg, the arms, the stomach, okay? Spirit is talking about you got to be mindful of your digestive system. And for you, because you have this particular energy around you, you should not be eating the insides of animals, okay? So what does that mean? That means cancel out all sausages, all hot dogs, frankfurters, whatever the hell you call them, wieners, okay? No, that is all out the window. No tripe, no chitlins, hog mongs, whatever the hell you call it, innards, livers, none of that, okay? Because it's saying that, you know, this particular diet that is heavy in these things can lead to cancer or cancerous tumors or growths. So a Spirit is trying to protect you now before any of those things happen to moderate your diet, all right? And the Spirit is talking about, you know, this things going on with your house, with your living space, okay? You know, it could look like $1 million, okay? But Spirit is saying that there is a spiritual situation or an imbalance that's taking place in your house right now. You got to be smoking it out with frankincense and myrrh, copal, COPAL, you know, you can burn some sweetgrass, some juniper, some sage. You got to do a clearing out your house because something is up with this house. Okay. And in this energy, and my head is tingling, you know, you could see there could be weird feelings in the house, like a coldness. And I'm not saying a physical coldness, but like just kind of like an eerie, vacant, empty feeling. Okay, this is Spirit saying that there is something in your house, okay? And it could be manifesting itself through like weird leaks, or weird leaks or cracks in the wall, okay? I remember I was in one, this was many years ago, and all of a sudden there was like this weird leak that manifested in the ceiling, okay? And I wasn't the top floor apartment. And there was no water, there were no pipes or anything in this particular area in the apartment above. No, it was just so strange. The leak happened and then it just stopped. Okay. And so, guys, this thing spiritually is not a joke, not a game. All right. Um, Yeah, so definitely just be mindful of these spiritual problems that are taking place in the house, if that is the case. Okay, definitely go to the doctor and make sure you do periodic checks every 3 to 6 months for anything, any possible growths or things of that nature. Okay, it would be to your benefit if you're near a river waterfront to say prayers at the river. Okay, you can take a bell if you want. If you don't have a bell, then go to the river anyway. Just say prayers. Shake the bell as you're praying and ask for help, for guidance, assistance, for a spiritual illumination. Okay. Or if you are not near a river, you can go to a top of a hill and sit quietly, close your eyes, feel the breeze, and just connect with spirit, because this is what spirit wants you to do. At this point in time, spirit is saying that it is not wise for you to take care of other people's children. Okay, now if it is your only way to make money by taking care of other people's children, then you got to do what you got to do. Okay, but you got to be extra vigilant and extra on top of these kids as far as where they are, what they're doing. Okay, because spirit is saying that something could happen to this child under your care, and you could get blamed for it. Okay, God forbid it's really bad, but spirit is saying at this point in time to take care of other people's children, it is not suggested. You can take care of your own kid, of course, but other people's children, no. Okay, because there's stories in my tradition where someone took care of someone else's child and something happened to that child. Okay, and they were blamed for it. Okay, and so spirit is talking about, you know, as far as people doing you wrong, do not curse other people. Okay, do not curse other people, because that curse can come back to you. Okay, let spirit handle it. If they violate you, you do the prayers to elevate, spiritually clean yourself off, and reverse whatever negative energy that they did to you. They're gonna have to deal with it in their own way. Okay, spirit is talking about for you. Definitely no sleeping in the dark. Okay, you need to have night lights on all throughout your house. There should not be one place in your house that is pitch black. Okay, night lights everywhere. As long as the night lights are safe, okay, and they're regulated, you can get the motion sensor lights, which is, I mean, it's still dark. It only lights up when you walk, but still, you should not be sleeping in the dark. And if you cannot sleep with lights on, you should get one of those silk masks to put over your eyes, okay? Because the spirits, dark energies, low vibration beings and entities thrive in darkness, okay? And you're not trying to help them to thrive. You want them to go away, all right? Um, because this energy is around you, if you can help it, do not allow, especially sick people, to stay in your house, okay, to stay over. Because one, they can get sicker, or two, they could potentially die. Um, because they're already compromised, they're already vibrating low because they're sick. When you are sick, your energy is lowered. Okay, so they are susceptible to being attacked and inhabited by these dark entities that are trying to be around you and manipulate you. Okay, at this time you can get some cascarilla, which is powdered eggshell. It's very sacred in my tradition. You could buy it online. It's only a few dollars, or you can go to your local botanica, which is your spiritual supply store, or you can order it from originalbotanica.com or amazon.com. Okay, and get the piece of cascarilla, and you're going to mark 8 lines over your door. Okay, and with each line you're praying for protection against negative energies, protection against black magic, spells, bilongos, trabajos, obras, whatever things, ebos that have been thrown against you to harm you, negative works. You're going to pray that all of that stuff gets deflected away from your home with those 8 markings over your door, okay? Just 8 lines, okay? You can also put like a little white flag over your door, just to keep that negative energy, that dark energy, maybe a death spirit or whatever it is away from your home, okay? Do not divide up your house. Don't start throwing up a whole bunch of sheets and blockages. And, again, there's this whole feng shui energy. You got to keep your spaces open as possible, okay? Keeping doors closed in your house, not a good look, okay? Because you're breaking up the energy, and it just becomes almost like a spiritual Grand Central. If you've ever been to New York City and Grand Central Station, it is packed. And so you don't need a whole bunch of spirits up in your place, okay? So let the energy flow throughout your house. Don't block off anything, all right? And finally, um, at this point in time, try to not eat any eggs, at least by themselves. No boiled eggs, deviled eggs, scrambled eggs, omelets. You know, at this time, eggs will not be good for you, okay? Clear out things from under the bed, okay? Because dark spiritual energies, they thrive in chaos. They thrive in confusion. They thrive in dirt. They thrive in how you say uh clutter. Okay, they thrive in like empty boxes and bottles and things all over the place. You got to clear all that out, especially under your bed. All right. If you have storage under your bed, clear out clutter in your closets and all of that. Okay. And when you're smoking out your house, remember to smoke those closets out as well. All right. Definitely have your blood checked again. And just be mindful. Yeah, just if anything has impacted you or applied to you, or you have this sense that something is not right, you can email me for a reading at ayabaswind, WYND 999 at gmail.com. If you like what I'm doing, please like the video, definitely share, and certainly subscribe. You are all welcome to Ayaba's Wind channel. The more the merrier. So I will be back for next month for your Love Tarot pop-up, the month of April, for the sign of Pisces. Ciao.